It all started with a whisper buried under years of flashing lights, red carpets, and platinum records. That whisper became a roar in November 2023 when the world learned that beneath the glamorous empire of Sean Diddy Combs lay something darker. And when Jake Tran dropped his expose, Project Diddy, the internet couldn't look away. What started as gossip quickly turned into a federal investigation, a public reckoning, and possibly the greatest unraveling the music industry has ever seen. The power of Diddy, an empire untouchable. Sean Combs was more than a mogul, from launching Bad Boy Records and elevating names like Biggie Smalls to building billion-dollar brands like C-Rock and Revolt TV. Diddy wasn't just in the culture, he was the culture. With money, power, and influence stretching coast to coast, Diddy had the world convinced he was invincible. But beneath the surface of champagne celebrations were whispers, allegations, secrets too dark to fit the narrative of success. Cassie's escape. From girlfriend to survivor. Cassie Ventura was 19 when she met Diddy. Signed under his wing, she became a fixture in his world. The world saw glamour. Cassie later described horror. In a 2023 lawsuit, she accused Diddy of physical abuse, coercion, trafficking, and orchestrating violent crimes. Her story painted a picture of a gilded cage, where Diddy held the key. The lawsuit that shook the internet. Cassie's lawsuit was explosive. She alleged Diddy forced her into sex acts with escorts while he watched, blew up a man's car out of jealousy, and exerted control over every part of her life. Within 24 hours, the case was settled. But the damage was done. The truth was out, and the dominoes began to fall. More women, more accusations, more secrets. Cassie was just the beginning. Multiple women came forward echoing the same themes: control, abuse, manipulation. Some were minors when they were brought into Diddy's circle. Allegations of drugging, trafficking, and blackmail surfaced. The fame shield was cracking. The raid. Feds stormed Diddy's empire, March 25, 2024. Federal agents stormed Diddy's properties in LA and Miami. Homeland Security, drones, SWAT teams, his sons detained, devices seized. Diddy wasn't arrested, but the message was clear. This was serious. Human trafficking, organized abuse, potential racketeering. The government had entered the chat. Enter Jake Tran, the YouTuber who dared to dig. Amid the chaos, Jake Tran released Project Diddy, a YouTube expose that did more than just report. It exposed. Jake showed Diddy's alleged crimes weren't isolated, they were part of a system. The music industry, the legal system, a culture of silence. Project Diddy, breaking the code of silence. Jake explained how NDAs were weaponized, how powerful lawyers and PR teams buried abuse beneath headlines, how fame protected predators. Jake's video reached millions, but not everyone was happy. Shadow banning, deleted comments, warnings in his inbox. Was someone trying to silence Jake too? The playbook. How powerful men stay untouchable. Jake broke down the predator playbook. Seduce, isolate, degrade, silence. From R. Kelly to Harvey Weinstein, it was all the same. But now, someone ripped out the final chapter. The music industry's dark underbelly. Jake widened the lens. He exposed contracts signed under duress, parties that ended in trauma, and young talent discarded. Diddy was the headline, but not the only villain. Cassie's lawsuit, a blueprint for other victims. Cassie used the Adult Survivors Act to sue. That opened the door. More survivors filed cases, each one more disturbing. The silence was breaking. A trial looms. Will Diddy fall? No criminal charges, yet. But insiders say it's coming. Grand juries, flipped employees, the legal machine is moving, and Diddy's billions can't stop it. Jake Tran's legacy. YouTube versus mainstream media. Jake did what others wouldn't. He named names. He showed receipts. While mainstream media hesitated, Jake spoke the truth. And the world listened. The industry fights back. Cover-ups and damage control, PR firms are scrambling. Celebrities distancing themselves, execs steering narratives. But it might be too late. The files are public. The stories are viral. And Jake isn't stopping. The price of truth. Cassie paid with her freedom. Others paid with their careers. Jake risks his platform. But sometimes, one voice is all it takes to start a storm. And that storm is now called Project Diddy. Because this time, silence didn't win.